Hey, this is Greg McAfee, and welcome to the Greg McAfee Show. Now let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to the Greg McAfee Show, where we discuss steps to successful entrepreneurship, how to take your business to new heights, and ultimately follow your dreams. Today we're going to be discussing some options for benefits for your company. Which one should you have today, and how do you get them? Some of you are already ahead of the game, and you might have more than we do. But after 31 years of owning McAfee, we have several benefits in our package to offer to our team, to our employees, and we'll just talk about each one. So the first one that needs to be offered today in 2022 is PTO days. You've got to offer paid time off. You can call it vacation, you can call it whatever you want, but we call them PTO. And unless we negotiate with our person we're hiring, unless we negotiate that they get, depending on their position, if they get extra time off or something like that, basically someone coming in here as a trainee that we're going to train and spend a lot of, we're going to invest money into and spend a lot of time training. We start off with, they earn 1 day every 90 days. So for the first year, they earn 4 days paid time off. And then the second year, they end up earning more. And 5 years, they get another 4 or 5 days. And 10 years, they get another 4 or 5 days. So, after 10 years service, they have 3 to 4 weeks paid time off. And that can be used for sick days. That can be used for personal days. That can be used for vacation. And as long as we have a schedule and forms to fill out when you want to take days off, we do have a system in place. We have guidelines on when you need to turn them in by and so on for, more than, let's say, 2 days off. So it's called PTO. If you don't have that for your team, you might want to consider it. And then I want to talk about, and these are not in any particular order. I wrote them down, and we're just going to discuss. A success path. Now, at McAfee, we call our success path tiers. So for the most part, our field employees, so we're in heating and air conditioning, air duct cleaning. We have a sheet metal shop. We have installers, we have service techs, etc., maintenance techs. So our field people have tier ratings. So you might want to call them levels. You might call yours levels. We call ours tier ratings. A tier rating, we have approximately 5 tier ratings, and each tier rating has a list of duties or things that they need to learn per tier, and each tier rating has a hourly rate attached to that, and it could be a window. So it could be $15 to $18 an hour if you're in this 3 tier or 2 tier, whatever it is. It could $25 to $28 an hour if you're in the 4th or 5th tier, whatever it is. But that way, everyone knows what they're shooting for. When they get done with a 2 tier, they know exactly what they're going to make. If they get done with a 3 and 4 and 5, they know exactly what they're going to make. Once they quote max out, we really don't max out because we should always be learning. But once they max a 5, then we also give, during our reviews, we also give increases based on attitude, which we call the McAfee way, and you can continue to earn more money even if you've maxed out your tier ratings on, how's your attitude, Are you still learning? Are you training other people? All those types of things. Number 3 is gym membership, some sort of gym membership. And what we did a few years back is we joined, corporately, we joined a YMCA. And our team can also be part of it. It's a very low amount per month, much lower than they could get if they just walked in and joined. It's more of like a family plan for them. And we have probably 60 to 70% of our team belong to that and participate in it. Probably half of those participate in it. You know how that goes. We have paid holidays, and we have a extra paid holiday that many companies do not pay for, and that's Good Friday. That's more because of my Christian beliefs, so we give a paid holiday for Good Friday. Now, if you do that or you've considered doing that, you do need to know that it's just a normal working day for most people. So you do have to rotate some people working, and then they can either take another day off or they can take a full day's pay PTO day for working. But we rotate each year because we still get the same amount of calls on that Good Friday than we did that Thursday before. So we do our best to. It is a PTO, but we do have to rotate some days. No differently than in Dayton, Ohio, on July 4th. It could be extremely hot for our area, and we have to have some people in the office working, and definitely people on call. So number 5 is a 4-day work week, and we started this last year, 2021, and it's a 4-day work week. Most people think of a 4-day work week as working Monday through Thursday, and then everybody gets off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if we were in the widget making company, I would just love to do that. I would love for everybody to work 4 days, 4 10-hour days or so, and everybody get off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we're in the service business. We're a rescue squad. We're an emergency service, 24/7, 365. So we had to get a little bit creative, and we alternate days. Now what we do is we do guarantee everybody 2 days in a row off, and then there's a floater third day throughout the week. But for the most part, everybody knows what day they do get off. Sometimes people, if their spouse is off a certain day during the week, then they try to take that day off, etc. And since we are an emergency business, and since we have to get to people some days, we will ask for volunteers to work that third day off, and then we do work some Saturdays. So it's not a perfect system, guaranteed 3 days off a week, but I'll tell you, it's much better than what we used to do, because we work 6 days a week no matter what, and that's just how I did it for many years. And so it is a lot more time off for people nowadays here at McAfee than it used to be. We also have, I don't know what your dress code is in your office, but we have a jeans day. Ours is business casual, so we do have a jeans day, and it's certain, like the third Friday of every month, or on Fridays if they want to donate $5 or so to the McAfee Foundation for Children and Youth, they can wear jeans. So it's a good way to earn some extra cash for the foundation, and they make it. They enjoy wearing jeans on those days, and so it's just kind of a fun thing to do. We've been doing that for years. Third Friday of every month is Jeans Day. Number 7 is paid volunteering. So if you're into volunteering for charities, nonprofits, that kind of stuff, when our team volunteers to be part of that, whether it's answering phones for a radiothon, telethon, volunteering in different places for charities, those are always paid. So those are paid volunteering. And then we have, we've got some flex time going on, mostly in the offices, especially in our accounting department. We have people working flex time. So to me, especially in certain departments, it doesn't matter when they come in, as long as the job gets done. I don't care what hours they work, really, as long as everything gets done. And especially in accounting, where we're balancing to the penny every month, as long as that gets done, we're good to go. So you might have different flex time. You might have flex time out in the field. That's great. We haven't quite figured that out, especially going with the 4-day work week, but you might have it figured out. Life insurance. We also offer life insurance now. Most companies have some sort of life insurance in a plan, like $5,000. We go above and beyond that, and we have it's an option now. It's an option, and it's a very low premium amount per month that team members would pay, much lower than they could get if they went out and tried to get this amount of insurance. But employees have a $100,000 life insurance policy. Spouses have, I believe it's $50,000, and then there's actually something for children. So that's an option that a lot of people don't have, especially in their 20s and 30s. Nobody's thinking about life insurance, but honestly, that's another class in itself. When's the best time to plant a tree? 30 years ago, when's the best time to buy life insurance, especially whole life insurance? When you're in your 20s, because it's a lot less expensive to buy. So think about that life insurance plan for your team. They appreciate it, and even giving them the option to buy in at a much lower cost. And also we have an option for short-term disability. So if someone's having a baby, they can take off that amount of time and get paid. I think it's like 80% of their regular pay that they would get paid to be off. It's a very low amount per month. If they get hurt and it's not workers' comp, but if they fall at home and break their wrist and they have to be off 3 to 4 weeks, short-term disability will pay up to 80% of their regular pay. So it's really some of the people that have used it, they're so glad they have it, and the people that have gotten hurt and didn't have it, they wish they would have signed up for it. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where they can only sign up for it at the time of hire. The next one is for a retirement plan. A retirement plan, there's many different options, and I am not the expert on this at all. We have people who handle this, do this for us, and actually his name is Kelly Ammon, and Kelly and I are best friends for many years. I might have him on the show here one day, but Kelly handles all that kind of stuff for us, for the company and me personally. But the first one I thought of was the 401k plan. It's a company plan, and the employee can invest so much money. There's a maximum amount, but it's quite a bit. I mean, it's up to somewhere around, depending on the age, somewhere between $16,000 and $20,000 or more dollars can be invested a year in that 401k. We have a matching plan, so we match up to a certain amount. If I think it's up to 4%. If they get 4% of their income, we'll match 4% of their income. And so if they're putting in 4%, they're actually investing 8%. And we just had Kelly come in and talk at a company meeting on the importance of being involved in that. And all the stuff that a lot of people don't know, that if you started a 401k somewhere else and it's just sitting there and you're not doing anything with it, you can switch it over or convert it into our 401k plan and then continue investing. So the 401k is one, an IRA is another. And as a company, you can have an IRA plan. I am pretty sure you can have a matching IRA plan. There's simple IRAs, and there's also Roth IRAs, which are tax-free or some sort. I don't want to say too much because I don't know enough about it. That's something we teach our sales team all the time. Please don't talk about anything you are not 100% sure of. But there are different kinds of IRAs, and you can have a Roth IRA inside of a different investment. So get with someone who knows more about it than me. But if you don't have a retirement plan for yourself as an owner, I challenge you right now, get one. And while you're getting that, have something to offer for your team. And I don't care if you have 3 people or 300 people. Consider that. Consider all these. Something else is just part of the benefit plan here at McAfee. Are called perks, spiffs, and bonus plans. So the perks and spiffs, we just have them set up many different ways. If this is done, or if you sell one of these, whether it's in the office on the phone or out in the field, there's many different spiffs to be earned. Some of them are flat rates. Some of them are percentages. There's bonus plans. There's annual bonus plans. There's, instant bonus plans. If you do this, you get this bonus. If you bring someone in and they stay a certain amount of time, we typically give a hiring referral bonus. And we do have hiring bonuses as well. They come here and we see a lot of value in the person. Unfortunately, we're not going to give a bonus to someone right out of school who we're going to spend thousands of dollars on training. But someone who brings a lot to the table, we might offer them a signing bonus, which is paid out over a period of time. It could be 6 months, could be a year, but it's a pretty healthy bonus. And the longer they stay, the more they get of that bonus. So those are some things. That we offer at McAfee. And like I said, I don't care if you have 3 people or 300. All these things are good, from the paid time off, the success path. Everybody needs a success path. They need to know where they're going and how to get there. And I coach so many different companies where they have no success path for their people at all. They don't even have success paths for themselves. And you've got to set goals. I've talked about that 100 times here in this show. You've got to set goals. You got to know where you're going. You've got to know and how you're going to get there. And then you've got to help your team as well. And a success path, tiers, levels for them will really help them get to the next level, which is a win-win. It's actually a win-win-win. Okay? It's a win for them because they're going to learn more and they're going to make more money. It's a win for the team because the more people you have out in the field running calls, the less stress there is for others. And it's a win for the company because the profit, more profit. More people you have out there running calls, the more profit you're going to have. Hopefully it works that way, okay? And then you've got, to review, you've got the gym membership, however you want to do that. You've got paid holidays, paid time off, holidays rather. We've got the 4-day work week. That's not for everyone. You've got to figure it out how to work. You got to have enough people to do the 4-day work week. We've got the Jeans Day going on. We've got paid voluntary work. We've got flex time, flex hours. We've got life insurance, short-term disability, and then we've got the retirement plan going on. And then we've got the perks, spiffs, and the bonus plans. So those are all some things, and I may have left something out. I can't think of it right now, but I may have left something out that is also a really good perk or benefit per se that we have here at McAfee or that you have in your company. And anything you can do, to number one, attract people and retain people is going to be a plus nowadays. That's for sure. So all these things, they definitely attract people, and they do help retain people. So that's what we have today. I've had a lot of people ask about that. When I coach people, we teach people how to get involved in some of these things, which makes it better for them and the team, like I said. So before we wrap up, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe below. You can also support this podcast by rating and reviewing on iTunes or your preferred listening platform. Keep listening. Just trying to help you grow your business, sleep better at night. And by the way, tell your business friends about this. We'd like to get some more listeners going on. The more listeners we have, the better. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Greg McAfee Show. No spaces, no underscores. Be sure to tune in next week when we discuss why you need a business coach. So tune in next week, and we're going to talk about why you need a business coach. I just think we all do. I've had one since somewhere around the second or third year in business. He was a customer of mine, and I hired him, and he coached me for a year or two, and I've just kept moving up the ranks of business coaches. Basically, I look at a business coach as a sponge, and I'm going to try to drain them of everything they know that I need to know, and then when we're done, we part friends and find a bigger sponge. How's that sound? So be sure to tune in next week when we talk about that. And then thanks for listening. And as always, carry on and have a great day.